All right, everybody, welcome to our final Grammar to English session. Today, we're going to be doing a lot of grammar activities, which have been designed to be enjoyable to you and in terms of learning. Uh, Basically, today is cover we cover a bunch of grammar units and grammar content units, right? That have been little complex in order to um, internalize at a point. But today, friends, we have the choice and the option and the space too, right? To measure and to share what you basically learned during this period. Let me just share with you the presentation designed for today. We go full screen and we begin. All right, there we have it. Is here. All right, final version, right? The objectives for today is by the end of this virtual tutoring session, the students will be able to accurately and accurately report embed information, transforming statements, commands, direct questions, and requests from direct speech into indirect embedded speech, right? A lot of activities, right? A lot of content units. But believe me, the activities are enjoyable. All right. So just stay open to participate. The agenda basically, we cover a welcoming message at the beginning. And after that, we take a moment into you can basically ask any grammar question. And after this period, we are going to be doing the grammar activities for today. We cover um, six, right? Yes. No, sorry, five content units. Direct and indirect speech, indirect speech changes, indirect instructions, indirect questions, and embedded questions. But before, friends, let me just share with you three interesting facts about the English language we speak, right? Three interesting facts. The first one relies on the shortest, oldest, and most commonly used word. And the word is the personal pronoun I. The word I is one of the most remarkable words in the English language. It is the shortest complete sentence in English when paired with the verb, which is I am, right? Additionally, it is one of the oldest words in the language with its roots tracing back to ancient Germanic languages. And it consistently ranks as one of the most frequently used words in daily conversation. You're basically gonna agree with me because the personal pronoun I, which is the easiest word to learn in English, and the easy one to pronounce, right? I, just a letter, right? Okay, that's fact number one. Fact number two, it says the sentence that contains every letter of the alphabet, right? A sentence that uses every single letter of the alphabet at least once is called pangram. The most famous one in English is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This sentence, friends, if you take a moment to analyze the sentence, you notice that it contains all the letters from the alphabet, right? That's fact number two. And the final one, Fact number three. Basically, um, relies 100% on history. To be more specific, if you, I mean, if you notice on the screen, it roots between the end of the World War II and the Cold War. Let me just give you a summary about it, right? The World War II destroyed European economies but left the United States as the world's dominant financial and military superpower. The US rebuilt Europe via the Marshall Plan, forcing global trade, finance, and aviation to adopt English. That's the first element. That's the second element. The Cold War cemented the dominance through American soft power, Hollywood, rock and roll, pop culture, and technological supremacy. The invention of the internet and the early computing. And finally, the bottom line, the British Empire planted the seeds, but the US economic, culture, and technological dominance after 1945 turned English into the official global lingua franca. Now, how's that? Uh, I mean, what is meant by that? Uh, Today, friends, if you basically are or live in China or any other country, and uh, you basically speak Chinese, but you need to, or any other language, right, than English, but you need to move to maybe America or any other part of the world, wouldn't be an issue, the language, because the only thing you need to know or you need to learn is English, and that's it. I mean, by this historic event, in the English language, friends, as is mentioned over there, became the most, not the most used, but the language used worldwide here, right? And even I can prove it to you. If the result of the Cold War had been the other way around, I mean, the result of the Cold War was, I mean, North America won the Cold War, right? When the Soviet Union collapsed. That's history. That's real. All right, but what about if history went the other way around? I totally will be teaching you Russian, not English. Got it? That's why this beautiful language, friends, has its popularity worldwide. It is not the first language used, but it is used worldwide, right? Okay, so in few words, friends, uh, the English language has its popularity due to an historic event. All right, good. So I'm totally delighted to share these three facts because I mean you need to really know why basically are you learning English. I mean it's interesting, right? Okay, so now friends, we're gonna take a moment to break the ice with a telephone game with a twist. How come? Well, me, right? I will send a private message to a student, right? Nobody else gonna know what I'm gonna send. And this student must turn his micro and pass the message to another classmate using indirect speech. All right? It's clear. I'm gonna send the message through Gmail. All right? Gmail. So I'm gonna select a student who is online over here. All right, let me just set up the activity. All right. Ruby, Andrea, Monica, Ellen, Carla, Gabriela, and Marla. All right. All right. All right. Let me just open my Gmail and I'm gonna send, all right, a message to a student. All right. Just give me a second in order to, okay. All right, all right. Let's see who's gonna be, oh yes, I have the student. All right. Take a look to your Gmail right now because you don't know if you got the message from me. All right. Everybody, take a look to your email. Email. I already sent the message to a student. All right. This student is online right now. So you, friend,
Hi, teacher.
hello.
It's me.
All right. Reply the message by using indirect speech, my friend.
I had to do it
Indirect speech.
in the email.
No, here, by using your micro.
Ah, okay.
Mhm. Let's see.
Okay.
Indirect speech, my friend. The message I sent was in present continuous. Therefore, you just need to change the tense over there and by using the indirect speech structure. Let's see.
Yes. And the indirect speech.
Uh-huh. Yes, my friend. Huh? Ruby?
Hi, teacher.
Yes, my friend. Share with us the indirect speech message I sent to you, or you need some help.
Yes, I need help because I think that was correct as I already said.
All right, good. The message I sent to you was I'm planning a secret party for next week, right? Therefore, you need to report what I said into indirect speech. The tense that I've used was present continuous, right? Therefore, you need to change present continuous into past. So, how come you think will be? What tense you think you consider is logical, in this case? Just to report what I said. The message is I am planning a secret party for next week. Ruby?
What?
Mhm. What grammar tense you consider is logical in order to restate the sentence into indirect speech? Ruby? Hmm. All right. Don't worry, friend. I'm basically, well, giving you, right, uh, something to work on. And basically, this workshop is meant in order to help you, right? Well, in here, friend, I'm not going to give you the answer. So I'll let you a friend to help you out. Would you? All right, yeah, go ahead. You have the answer. Use it, please. Past continuous. Would you try, Ruby? Carla,
Yes, would you mind if I try?
please.
Okay. I would say he said he was planning a secret party for next week.
Yeah, friend. Nice. Yeah, pretty much like that. Ruby, as you mentioned, the past continuous tense is the more logical tense to report what I said. Good. Carla, please be my guest. Select a classmate from this class. Send a message to your classmate in every tense you consider, and this classmate of you is gonna report what you said. Got it?
Yes. Can I write down in the chat box or
Yeah,
for
nice. Yeah,
okay.
yes. In order to take advantage of time. Yeah, will be nice. So everybody take a look to the chatting box. Yeah, my friend Carla. Oh, right.
Hello. Um, well, based on the tense, I
Mhm.
think it's simple past. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it needs to be turned into past perfect. If I'm not mistaken, so I didn't see the flood. Carla said she hadn't seen the flood.
Nice. Nice, my friend. Marlon, be my guest. Select just one more
Mhm.
classmate.
Sure.
All right. Fortunately, my friends, this grammar structure, the direct speech and to the indirect speech, they share the same structure we use in Spanish. So therefore, if you basically maybe translate your ideas mentally, will work totally 100% for you. All right. I will visit my fiancée tomorrow. Andrea, Brigitte.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, my friend. Break a leg.
Well, in this case, I think I will answer.
Hmm.
Maybe Marlon said that she will visit her. Sorry, I will visit my fiance too. Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
friends.
I will say Marlon said that he will visit her fiancé next day. The next day.
Hmm. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, basically, was a type of uh, icebreaker, right? So now, friends, we are going to move ahead in order to take advantage of time. All right. So right now, we're gonna move ahead with the activities for you, friends. All right. Let's move ahead. All right. We covered this one, and right now we're gonna be covering the first block of content units, which are unit 25 and 26, direct and indirect speech, and basically having a more emphasis on tense changes. All right. Well, today, right now, friends, we're gonna take the first activity. Right after that, we are gonna cover conversation, grammar conversation, and we're basically gonna talk about the, um, I mean, all related about the direct and indirect speech, right? First, right, we're gonna cover this activity, which is celebrity gossip, right? Preparation. You, my friends, are going to, well, let's see if it is possible to use virtual sticky notes to write the gossip version in indirect speech, right? The aim of this activity is to basically select the most logical tense in order to change, right, the direct speech into indirect speech. All right. Therefore, I have the first celebrity over here, and the statement, my friends, is the direct speech quote. I want to retire next month because I am tired of running. So everybody, um, take or visit the chatting box and change this statement into indirect speech. The tense. I'm basically gonna give you some grammar tips. In order to better select the best grammar tense, you need to basically take a look to the one it is being used in the direct speech world. Here, right, you'll notice that it's being used the present simple. All right. Therefore, All right. Therefore, think about the best or the most logical ones from the one available. The one available are the past tense, past continuous, present perfect, perfect, past perfect continuous, and so on. Right? So what will be the most logical and the most suitable? All right? Good. So everybody change this quote and type your answer in the chatting box. I will notice and I'm take a look to your contributions over there in the chatting box. All right. Well, this quote is being from Ronaldo. Ronaldo. All right. Okay, let me just take a look to the chatting box to see your academic contributions over there. Let's see. All right. Andrea says, the celebrity said that he wanted to retire the following month because he was tired of running. Oh, nice, friend. Carla, he said that he wanted to retire next month because he's tired of running. All right. All right. Marlon, Ronaldo said that he wanted to retire next month because he was tired of running. Good one. Helen, soccer player said that he wanted to retire the following month because he was tired. All right. All right. For, I mean, from now, right, this first quote is not so complex, right? Let's see the other ones. All right. Good. Thank you, my friends. Let's move ahead with the following quotation and celebrity too. All right. Lady Gaga, right, is being selected. The direct speech quote is I will launch a makeup line made of space dust. All right. Well, I don't know, friends. This is Lady Gaga. I don't know. This is crazy, right? I don't know. You tell me. All right. I'll be taking note I'm taking a look to the setting box. I will launch a makeup line made of space dust. All right. I don't know if it's possible, but anyway. All right. Lady, let's see. Marlon. Lady Gaga said she will launch a makeup line made of space dust. All right, all right. Andrea, the celebrity said that he will launch a makeup line made of space dust. Good. All right. Up to this point, not so difficult, right? The woman said she will launch. All right. Yes. 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 Helen. All right. She would say she will. All right. Nice. 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 Good. I think everything is clear. All right. Up to this point, let's see the next celebrity and his or her quotation. It says, I never expected this album to break all world records. You'll see here that is being used the simple text. I mean, past simple, right? I never expected this album to break all world records. Let's see your academic contributions there. Taylor Swift, all right, said she never expected her albums to break all. All right, Marlon. Taylor said, all right. Mm-hmm. So, Andrea, the woman said that she had never expected, all right, that album to break all world records. Carla, Taylor said she had never expected this album to break all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Ellen Taylor said that she had never expected. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Let's see the next celebrity and his or her quotation. Shakira. It says, I don't want to sing about my ex anymore. All right. Let's see your contributions. That's pretty much funny. All right. Shakira said, Marlon, she didn't want to sing about her ex anymore. All right. Thank you, Marlon. Andrea. Shakira said that she didn't want to sing about her ex anymore. Nice. Carla. Shakira said she didn't want to sing. All right. All right. And Andrea and all right. Carla. All right. All right. All right. Pretty much funny, right? And Ruby. Shakira said that she did not want to sing about PK. All right. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, yes, she lied, right? All right. Ellen, she said that she didn't want to sing about her ex anymore. All right. Nice. I think there is one more. I think. I think. Let's see. Oh, I'm afraid that was the last one. Right? Well, all right. Well, I mean, we'll like to be showing you. I mean, more and much more funny, but unfortunately, time is limited, right? And we need to continue. All right. Good. So, my friends, right now I have prepared an activity which is called YouTube Interactive Escape Room. It's called, right? The activity consists, right, that you, my friends, are going to be selecting the best grammar choice from a quiz, YouTube quiz. All right, right, and basically we are going to measure. I mean, how much points you can get over here. Each grammar item represents a room you need to escape from. All right. So I'll be presenting you this YouTube grammar quiz about the indirect speech again. And you, my friends, are gonna be sharing your answers before I show you the correct one. All right, that's the method I'm gonna be using. But before, let me just prepare. Oh, let me just prepare the video for you. All right, gonna stop sharing and prepare the video. Let me just edit. A second. Let me. All right. Let me just say call out the advertisement. All right. All right. It's our advertisements. Oh yes. Good, friends. Good, good, good. You just press send again. All right. So let me just reply again the method. I'm gonna be presenting you, my friends, a grammar quiz about the indirect speech, right? So you, my friends, are going to be sharing with me the answers before I show you the correct ones. In that way, my friends, you are going to measure yourself, right? How much points you can get. I mean, each item, which are 10, only 10, each item represents a room, a grammar room you need to escape from. It is clear what you got to do. The answers you can share, being shared with me, microphone, right? Turn on your microphone and share the letter A, B, C, or D, right? It is clear. All right, let's begin.
Are you bright enough to use reported speech correctly? There are 10 questions in this quiz and 12 seconds to choose the correct answer. If you need more time for thinking, feel free to stop the video.
All right. The statement is, my children will be playing in the yard, right? So the statement is incomplete over there. You need to choose between, oh, sorry, 1, 2, or 3. Sorry for the mistake. She said that the children, right? I don't know if this will be, where, or will be, right? Turn on your micro and share your answer. Will be 1, 2, or 3. Everybody, please.
The third one.
Three.
Number 3. All right. What about the others? I think Marlon and Andrea just. What about the others?
The 3 again.
Number 3. All right. Let's see. What happened? I think I got a technical issue in here. All right. What is happening over here? Oh, it's still recorded. It's possible change or close
Teacher, I think that you are
some
having
tabs.
problems with the internet.
Sorry, friends. I have a technical issue. Hello, hello. Sorry. Sorry. Let me close some tabs in order to have more space available. Right. All right. Oh yes. So for the first item, right?
My children
Option
will
number
be playing
3
in the
was
yard.
or is the correct one.
She said that her children would be playing in the yard.
All right. All right. What about number 2? It says, I will be cleaning my car tomorrow. Options: clean, have cleaned, or be cleaning?
I think be cleaning. The third one.
The third
Also
one.
be cleaning.
All right, let's see.
I will be
Yes.
cleaning my car tomorrow. He said that he would be cleaning his car the following day.
You got out of the room. Number 2. Let's see, what about number 3? I speak English.
Spoke. Number 2.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if you hit the nail.
I speak
Nice.
English. She said that she spoke English.
You got out of the room again. All right. I'm gonna visit Ireland.
Was.
Was.
All right. All right. All right.
I am going to visit Ireland. He says that he is going to visit Ireland.
The issue was here. He says. Even in this particular case, you can report what someone said in present too. But the issue was here. He says present. That's why option 1 is the correct one. But anyway, if right, the structure of the sentence could be another one. Option 2, right, is the correct one. I'm totally agree with you. All right. What about number 5? I have been cooking all day long. This is present continuous. It's
The
present
number 1.
All right. Number 1.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Nice.
I have been cooking all day long. She said that she had been cooking all day long.
Yes. If you notice, present perfect continuous over here. Attention to what I said. Present perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous is like brothers, right? Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Got it?
long.
Let's move ahead. I should see a doctor. She said that he should, will, or would. Tricky one, right? What will be your choice? I should see a doctor. That's present
Should.
tense with a model.
Should.
All right, let's see. All right.
I should see a doctor.
This particular case, friends, when using models, right? In this case, only in this case, should, right, which is a model verb, should doesn't have any tense change in any way, right? So in that way, you're gonna just combine should with a past expression, like this one. I should see a doctor. That's present with a model, but the tense change will be here. He said. That's the change. The tense change over here.
Doctor. He said that he should see a doctor.
All right. What about 7? I called Robert yesterday. He says again.
Calls, the first one.
Let's see. Let's see.
I called Robert yesterday.
Particular case, right? I basically haven't not in agreement with you, my friend, cause he says that he called Robert yesterday due to the fact of this expression, yesterday, right? I'm truly sure that I'm gonna go. We use a totally different expression, but here you cannot, right? You cannot combine a present expression like calls in here and using yesterday, which is a past time expression. Right? Don't blame me. I didn't do it. I'm not the owner of English, right? Don't blame me. All right, let's continue.
He says that he called Robert yesterday.
All right. One more. I bought that book last week, right? What will be your choice? Had?
Had.
Had. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see if you hit the nail. All right. Easy.
I bought that book last week. She
Yeah,
said
but-
that she had bought that book last week.
She came home before me, right? Indirect sentence will be he said that she had come or had come before him. What will be your choice?
Had gone.
Had come.
All right, all right, all right. Let's see.
She
Good.
came home before me.
Very good.
He said that she had come home before him.
Oh, nice. And the last one. Teacher at a class. Water freezes at 0 degrees. The teacher told us that the water freezes, froze, or will freeze.
It defrost.
Froze. All right. Let's see.
Teacher at the class.
Want someone to comment this particular case with me? Why this expression? It is combining two grammar tenses over there. Notice, my friend, notice the expression, notice the logic of this particular sentence. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, right? And the indirect speech will be, the teacher told us that the water freezes. That's present. Why? What you consider is this so special grammar tense? I mean, according to the grammar logic, you will change, right? Freezes to froze. Will someone? And it is freezy. I mean, it is easy to to take a look why this sentence needs to be like that. Will someone help me out to translate this expression into Spanish, please? Just translate it the way it is. Any volunteer?
Yo.
Be my guest.
Ah, perdón, ¿solo ambas o solo la segunda?
Just the second.
Ok. El profesor nos dijo que el agua se congela a los 0 grados Celsius.
All right, all right, all right. Yes. Notice the logic over there, right? Do you notice the logic over there? All right. All right, all right. He's basically not talking about any past event. He's basically talking about a fact. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, right? Anyway, okay. Was somehow trickier. All right. Yes, I remember that I said at the before moving ahead with this activity that in some way translating this grammar structure into Spanish will help you out in order to select the most logical grammar tense, and it is. It totally is, right? Why? Because it's the same grammar structure. The same grammar structure we use in Spanish to report what someone said, and the same structure is in English. No difference at all right? Good, my friends. So I just want to talk, right? I want to talk with all of you about the grammar changes. I mean, tense changes, relying the direct speech and indirect speech, right? Because I think and I consider this gonna be very helpful to all of you, right? But anyway, please have in mind the grammar tip I shared with you, right? It's gonna be functional for you. In here, my friends, if you are facing, for instance, an evaluation, a grammar evaluation, and well, you basically need to use the indirect speech, all right? Try to keep in mind that if you are facing maybe a tricky statement, right? Please, translating the expression into Spanish will help you a lot because, as I said before, is the same grammar structure. If you find logic, this expression in Spanish, it will be in English too. No difference at all, right? But now, I mean, how come we use the direct speech and indirect speech? As you can see in your screen, when do we use it? The reported speech is used to tell what someone said. Yeah, we do not repeat all the words exactly, right? It is not necessarily right to you to repeat, I mean, literally what someone said. You can even do it, but it's not necessarily, right? Correct to do it. So that's why it do exist the direct speech and indirect speech. The real words will be Tom said, we are going to the cinema this afternoon. And if you have, because in a conversation situation will be, if, for instance, you're between your friends and someone said, we are going to the cinema this afternoon. And you basically not pay attention and sorry, what you said, and some friend of you over there needs to report what the other friend said, basically. And in that way, in that situation, oh, indirect speech is needed over there. That's why, my friends, the reported speak will be Tom said that they were gonna the cinema this afternoon. That's why, right? So it is essential in not only in everyday conversations, but um, too in academic writing. Okay, but I need to recall on this information. The verb tenses, having more emphasis on verb tenses, because at some point there will be like some tricky to remember, right? But believe me, I'm gonna be sharing my personal grammar experience to you in order to really get them to know, right? All right. All right, there we have it. The first grammar tip that you need to have in mind, right, is to pay attention to the grammar tense. I mean, the expression is being used, right? What is meant by that? You need to pay attention if in the expression is being used. For instance, simple present, simple past, present perfect, past perfect, past perfect continuous, and so on. I mean, we have a bunch of grammar tenses. All right. Therefore, my friends, if in the sentence is being used, example, this one, the present, well, my friends, his brother, right, will be past tense, right? I mean, in few words, these grammar tenses are like a family, right? Like a family. Present, past. Easy, right? What about the following one? You here. This is present continuous. Present continuous. Past continuous. His brother, right? Got it? Therefore, see? Present continuous over there, past continuous in the other way. That's the way. One more. Past tense. Can anybody tell me what this grammar tense is being called as one? How to study it? What's his name? What grammar tense is that?
Past perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, yes, his brother, right? Past perfect. His brother. One more. This one. This is past continuous, right? Sorry, I missed. Okay, yes, this one. Past continuous. And his brother, who's? Can anybody tell me this one? have been studying.
Past perfect continuous.
Yes. Yes. If you notice, if you take a look, my friends, if, or I will say always using continuous over here, continuous over here. The only thing that is gonna change, this is the auxiliary. Here we have where, here we have had been, and keep the continuous tense. With conditionals, the most like popular is this one. Will, which is a future expression, right? Future expression, and the conditional one, would study, right? Um, I need someone, I need someone to translate, just to translate these two examples. This one and this one. Español, please. Just español.
Which ones? Sorry.
These ones. This and this one.
Estudiaremos y ella dijo que estudiaríamos.
Yes. Notice, estudiaríamos. That's conditional in Spanish. Estudiaríamos. Got it? Well, I have a summary of verb changes over here, right? The ones, I mean, basically all the ones that exist in English, the English language, right? And basically they work the same way as I've been telling you, all right? Like brothers, like a family. Got it? If you pay closer attention, you can even take a screenshot over here, right? If you notice too, they don't have their names. They just have the name of the direct speech tense only, but in the other way, you need to know their names, right? Therefore, present simple, past, right? Present continuous, past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Past, past perfect. Past continuous again? No, sorry. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. Past perfect and past perfect again. Past perfect continuous, past perfect continuous again. And the conditional one, I mean, I will say that this is the only one who basically has a tense change in this indirect speech will be the will, like future, and past tense or conditional one, would. Any questions? Do you have any questions, my friends? I will say that if I present you, right, a sentence, it will take a moment to you, I mean, to really get the point or change, right? Or think, right? All right, I need to change it into this grammar tense, right? That's natural, right? Because we are not basically accustomed to this to do this grammar analysis mentally, But my friends, I will say that with a little practice, this grammar structure will be naturally acquired to you. Naturally acquired, right? Okay. All right. Any questions up to this point? Ooh, a lot of information, right? All right. Questions? Questions?
No, teacher.
No questions. All right. All right. All right. If no questions, we can move ahead. All right. Okay. The next activity, my friend. All right. Let me just set up the next activity. All right. Give me a second. Okay. Give me a second, my friends. Let me just set up the activity for you. I'm preparing the activity. All right. You, all my friends, are gonna help me out. Help me out. Lastly, I know that it's this grammar content unit is well considered, right? Consider not so easy topic, right? I will say that it is an advanced grammar topic. All right. Therefore, more practice is needed. More practice, more evaluation. All right, I think. So everybody, please take a look to the chatting box right now. You are going to evaluate yourself one more time. This is the last time we cover direct speech and indirect speech by using an interactive activity with word wall. All right. Please, everybody take a look to the chatting box. Okay, I'm gonna be monitoring your scores over there. All right. If you're having issues with the chatting box, I'm gonna just share it into the Gmail so you can have the activity ready. Okay. All right, grammar two. Okay, this one. Okay, try to hit one more time. Try to apply, right? Try to apply the grammar tips we've been discussing during this period, all right? One more time, and last time, try to get 100% scores over there. You're gonna be evaluating again with 10 items, 10 random items. All right. All right. All right. Is everybody taking the activity, evaluating activity? Okay. Okay. All right. So we have 10 items. I'll give you maybe 7 minutes, I think will be enough. Okay. 7 minutes. Yeah, 7 minutes. 7 minutes will be nice. All right. Let me just set up the timer. 7 minutes. All right. All right. All right. Carla is done. Andrea, Monica. Okay. Very good, my friends. Okay, let's move ahead. Let us move ahead. All right. Let's move ahead with the next activity and grammar content unit, which is called all right, let me go full screen. It's being called the police interrogation is the activity called, and the content unit we're gonna use right now is indirect question with if, whether, and WH words, right? What the activity consists of, my friends? Well, in this case, we are going to use a role played about a suspect, right? So you're gonna be modeling like suspects, right? And you as a suspect, right, will change my direct question, right? I'm gonna be asking you a question. You're gonna change the direct questions into indirect questions, and the rest of this workshop, the rest of the audience will approve the contribution. I mean, if the sentence or the indirect question is correct or not. All right, it is clear.
Yes.
All right, all right. Let us move ahead. All right, with the first question. Nice. The question says, where were you yesterday? 9 p.m., my friend. The suspect number one is going to be Andrea, my friend. Break a leg, right? Try to change these direct questions into indirect questions and tell us where were you yesterday, not 9 p.m., my friend. The rest are going to prove your contribution or not.
Well, the detective asked where I was the previous day at 9 p.m. and I said that I was at home.
All right. All right. What do you think, people? Did Andrea hit the nail? What do you think? What do you think? You think it's correct what Andrea said? Well, I do believe it is correct. All right. Next one. The question is, do you know the victim? And the suspect will be Helen. Break a leg, friend. Change this direct question into indirect question.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the activity.
Oh, my friend. Right now you are going to be modeling, you are a suspect of a crime. So the question that I ask you is, do you know the victim? And you supposed to change this direct question, right? Because it's using auxiliary verbs and a question mark. It is a direct question. You, my friend, are gonna change this direct question into indirect question or not so direct question. And the rest of the classmates is gonna prove if your contribution is correct or not. It is clear. It is clear now, Helen?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. All right. The question is, do you know the victim? You can do it orally, turning on your micro, or you can even share your contribution in the chatting box, Helen. The rest of us gonna evaluate or approve your work, your contribution. By the way, while this while Helen is working, is thinking, can anybody tell me, I mean, what's the use of the indirect questions in grammar? I know this information is not in the book, but you can analyze and give your personal perspective about this issue. Carla, yes.
I would say that we can use indirect questions to report questions in a polite way or directly. I also remember that it is used in a job interview for formal conversations and also to not sound directly,
Mm,
I would say. Mhm.
yeah, pretty much like that, my friend. Thank you very much, Carla. Yeah, basically you summarize the thing. Direct questions at some point can be felt like being rude when having a conversation with somebody, right? And it is gonna be like particular if you basically having a conversation with maybe your boss, maybe your husband, maybe your mother, your father, or anyone you basically respect, right? In the way that having a more formal conversation and not being so direct at a point, right? Okay. Okay. Nice. Helen, are you ready? My friend? Are you ready? Yes.
If
Or
you
not
want,
ready?
teacher, I can
Yes.
try.
All right, my friend. Help Helen, my friend. Carla.
Okay. So I would say that the detective asked whether I knew the victim.
Oh yes. Yes. You see, I mean, you see the difference, right? Do you know the victim? And the detective asked me if I or whether I know the victim, right?
Yes, and we also don't use the question marks in this type of questions.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Carla. Let us move ahead. One more. Why did you change your number? Now it's gonna help us. Let me see. Kelvin, I don't know if it's Kelvin here. Kelvin? Kelvin? Monica, Marlon, Carla, Helen, Gabriela, Andrea. Okay. But Kelvin is not here. That's Monica. Help us, my friend. Monica. All right. Monica, help us change this direct question into indirect question. It's not Monica? Not available. All right. Gabriela? Help us,
Okay,
sir.
I wanna try.
Yes, that's the point.
The detective asked why I changed my number.
All right, people. Do you think it is correct?
I believe the first part it's correct, and the second maybe not. She forgot to use the had, and then the verb is in the past perfect, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right. Would you make the corrections for your friend? I think Helen, right?
And no, it's me, Carla.
Or Carla, sorry.
Yes. So I would say she or he asked why I had changed my number.
Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you again. Let us move ahead. One more. Can you prove your alibi? Uh-huh. Marlon, wanna try, my friend? Marlon? Not Marlon? Monica? Well, it's Monica. All right, yes. Helen, Gabby, Andrea.
I wanna try it again.
All right. Thank you, friend, again. Break a leg.
Gabriela.
Yes, break a leg.
Okay. They asked if I could prove my alibi.
Alibi.
Alibi, sorry.
All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. What do you think, my friends? Is correct?
Yes, it is correct.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So this activity was, I mean, intended to be like an introductory activity for this content unit. Let's see this one, which is it's called the Grand Challenge Office Diplomacy, right? In order to apply embedded questions. What you gonna do over here, my friends? Students, right, will learn how to embed a question inside longer and polite phrase. They must master two key rules. The first one, affirmative word order. Just like in the previous unit, they must eliminate question inversions and drop the auxiliary verbs. I mean, this is quite important because when making direct questions, I'm pretty sure that all of you know that you must invert the word elements. How come? For instance, if you are gonna say something in positive, right? You use basically a subject, a verb, and complement, right? That's the simple structure of a sentence. But in the way that you are be using questions, the subject, right, or the auxiliary, it is not. I mean, it is not gonna be there in the first position. It's gonna be in the second position. I mean, I'm referring to the subject. Therefore, if in your question are being used auxiliary or modal verbs, this auxiliary that is basically found in the second plane is going to be placed at the first place. That's the common and popular inversion when making questions. Here, my friends, when using embedded questions, the inversion doesn't exist. And we need to avoid using auxiliaries, right? And one more tip, dependent punctuation. If the introductory phrase is a question, like, could you tell me, right? And right, the sentence ends with a question mark. And if the introductory phrase is a statement like, I was wondering, right? It ends with a period mark. Those are the two grammar tips you need to have in mind when using embedded questions. All right. So what you got to do over here, I am going to be sharing with you, my friends, two blunt or rude direct questions that will sound unprofessional or aggressive in an office setting. And you are going to work to this bunch. The blank space where students will transform the sentence. Due to timing, right? I think orderly can be orderly, or in the sharing box, sharing will be nice. All right, let's take a look to the first item. What time is the meeting? Keep in mind, my friends. Sorry about the music. I don't know. Maybe someone is riding a car and with a lot of music. All right. Anyway, keep in mind, my friends, that we are in this setting, office setting, right? Can be in a bank, can be in a corporate commercial or any other office, right? Available. So you can say this expression. What time is the meeting? Right? You need to use an embedded question over here. What will be your embedded question in this particular situation, my friend? What time is the meeting? Is expression. You cannot say like that. You cannot express yourself like that. What will be the change?
It can be, could you tell me what time the meeting is? I don't know.
All right, good. Any other idea? Any other way of asking the time?
Would you mind?
Yeah, complete the statement. Complete the statement, my friend. Would you mind?
Would
Yes.
you mind tell me what time the meeting is?
Oh, nice. All right. Oh, nice. Good. I think, well, yeah, we're basically doing well. Any other idea? Yes?
Can I say like, I wonder what time the meeting is?
Oh, yes.
Sounds polite or not?
Sorry?
Sounds polite or not?
Totally, my friend. Yes.
Okay.
Totally. Totally, friends. All right. One more. Where did you put the report? By the way, basically, this question is using auxiliaries. So the change will be, where did you put the report? It's like saying in Spanish, ¿dónde pusiste el reporte o el informe? Would you consider expressing yourself in an office to your boss, maybe? No, right? So what will be the change?
Maybe I'd like to know where you put the report. I
Uh-huh.
would like, yes, or maybe, can you remember where you put the report?
Uh-huh. 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 All right. Where the report is. Nice. Yeah. Any other idea? Andrea, Gabi, Ellen, Monica.
Could you tell me where you put the report, please?
Yes. Why not? Yes. Yes. All right. Let's take a look at one more. Why is the client angry? Right? Mm-hmm. What about this one? Why is the client angry? Basically, friends, if you notice, I'm pretty sure that you notice that these questions belong to a common way of expressing it. And I'm pretty sure that you basically too notice that there are many ways, right, in which we can express ourselves according to the setting, right? According to the setting, it's gonna be functional to express yourself in this way. Maybe if you're basically talking to a colleague or a friend or a classmate or anybody else, right? But will be totally different if we're basically talking to a boss, right? A coordinator, right? An old, an old person cannot express this way. right? Good. I need some help, my friends. According to time, this will be the last one because we need to move ahead with the last activity for today. Break leg, my friends. Help me to change this so direct question into an embedded question.
Okay, so I would say if I'm talking with a partner or a classmate or even
Mhm.
a family, I would say I can't understand why the client is angry.
Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Totally. I totally agree with you, my friend. All right. My friends, right now I'm going to share with you a survey feedback from you because your opinion, overall opinion, is essential, is crucial. All right, so everybody take a look to the chat box now and take a moment. All right, take a moment to complete the survey. You're gonna be sharing your personal perspective and experience, um, evaluating this course development. Right? It is. I mean, your um, opinion is gonna be I mean, personal, right? Uh, Feel free to share your personal feelings and experience, right? What you doing? What you doing in completing this survey? I like to mention my overall review too during this period, right? All right. So everybody is completing the survey. Do you, my friends? Are you completing the survey? Aren't you? All right. All right.
On it.
All right. All right. All right, my friends. While you completing the survey, I'm gonna be giving you my overall reviews and experience too, according to what we basically worked during this period. And first, I want to mention the importance of this course, right? Um, I'm pretty sure that you are going to agree with me because grammar is one of the most representative aspects of the language. You cannot avoid learning about grammar from life because basically if you I mean skip grammar from our lives, daily lives, language will be not uh, easy to understand, to communicate, to have a conversation with somebody else. Therefore, every time we speak, we use grammar, right? And I'm pretty sure that basically you just saw in the web that there are some advertisements, teacher advertisements that's telling you that if you learned grammar a lot, you'll never be 100% fluent in English and all that stuff. But I'll say that's a lie. That's a total lie. Because I said before, we can avoid grammar, right? In my personal experience from when I was a student like you, grammar it was very tough to me because I was a point of failing at words because believe me, uh, and I don't gonna blame my teacher, professor. No, it's due to the fact that grammar is tough. It is naturally tough, and it needs to be. Grammar, my friends, it needs to be tough, and it is tough like algebra. If you're learning algebra, my friends, you are gonna agree with me that the basic knowledge you need to know are the basic operations, right? That's simple. If you gotta know or learn about algebra, basic operations are needed. What about here in grammar? Parts of the speech are needed. All right. Therefore, my friends, I'll say that if you felt that grammar during this course was like, mm, well, I need some time to study. I need more extra practice. Yes, right. I'm gonna blame you, right? Cause grammar is tough, and I'll say that you are gonna be ready, be reachful if you basically practice and take a time to read. Yes, that's the way. That's the way. And friends, after 5 years, right? 5 years practicing, I'll say, I mean, you're gonna be using grammar naturally, and well, everything's gonna be like, oh, I can use grammar and I can understand. So, so that easy, right? Well, it that's in my personal opinion. And well, my last opinion in this point will be like I share everything, every grammar aspect that I know with you all, because my objective was to help, right? Was to help. I had a teacher that he was um, teaching us grammar, and he said, I don't want any competence, so you won't be able to use grammar fluently with me. Did you just imagine that expression? No. Uh, I'm totally believe that we and you too, right? Teachers, and once you really promoted from this career, you're gonna helping others, right? And that's will be that. I mean, your didactic objective, right? And your goal as being a professor or a teacher in this country. And well, my friends, you need to find where this beautiful career is gonna put you working on. So I found myself here in this country. I didn't imagine that me in the future gonna be teaching English to students from all parts of this country, right? I have students, and I've been teaching students from Morazán, Aguachapán, Sonsonate, San Vicente, Susulután, Cabañas, Chalatenango, well, all the country, right? Basically, La Unión. So that for me was like a dream. Like I didn't imagine that in the future I'm going to be teaching students from all parts of this beautiful country. So you got to, I mean, you need to find the answer. I mean, where this career, beautiful career is going to put you in the future. You still don't know if you're going to be working here or in other countries, right? So you need to find the answer. All right. So it was a pleasure in order during this period to share my grammar experience, personal grammar experience with you. And well, that's all for today, friends. We are gonna stop over here, but before I will give you a space in order to give your impressions, general impressions, before we close this final section. So the space is open. Anyone who wants to recall any final message, a review, an experience? hallucinations too. It's free. All right. All right, my friends. If any final comments, we're gonna stop over here. Please share with me your impressions in the survey and stay focused to the last activity on June 27th, which is the final article. Let me just share with you the space and the due date. Give me just a second. All right, here. We covered today version number 7. You're gonna have a week of evaluations, final evaluations, and we're gonna finish with the last activity, the newspaper article on Saturday, June 27th. All right, nearly in 2 weeks. All right. All right, my friends. Somebody wanna say something? Somebody click on the button. All right. So take care, friends. Have a beautiful weekend, and God bless you all.
Take care, teacher.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care, my friends.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.